Did you know that about 1 in 100 people have celiac disease, making them unable to properly digest gluten? For them, going gluten-free isn't just a trend, it's a necessity. Gluten-free living has become increasingly popular over the years, and it's not hard to see why. With so many people swearing by its benefits, it's natural to wonder if adopting a gluten-free lifestyle can really lead to a healthier you. There's a common misconception that gluten is just a problem for people with celiac disease. But the truth is, gluten intolerance affects a lot more people than you might think. In fact, some experts believe that as much as 30% of the population may have some form of gluten sensitivity. So, what's the difference between gluten intolerance and celiac disease? Well, gluten intolerance is like a warning sign that something's not quite right, while celiac disease is like a red flag waving frantically. One is a sensitivity, the other is an autoimmune disorder. Another misconception is that gluten-free diets are only for people with medical conditions. But the reality is, many people choose to go gluten-free simply because it makes them feel better. They might not have a gluten intolerance or celiac disease, but they've noticed that cutting out gluten helps them feel more energized, or clears up their skin, or even just makes them feel less bloated. Then there are those who adopt a gluten-free lifestyle because of dietary restrictions or lifestyle changes. Maybe they're vegan, or following a paleo diet, or simply trying to eat more whole foods. Whatever the reason, the fact remains that going gluten-free requires commitment and dedication. So why do people choose gluten-free diets? Well, aside from the obvious benefits for those with gluten intolerance or celiac disease, many people report feeling more energized, experiencing clearer thinking, and even losing weight. And it's not just anecdotal evidence. Studies have shown that a gluten-free diet can have real health benefits, from reducing inflammation to improving gut health. Dr. Alessio Fasano, a leading expert on gluten, has even suggested that a gluten-free diet may help reduce the risk of certain autoimmune disorders. Of course, there's also the argument that gluten-free diets can be lacking in essential nutrients like fiber and B vitamins. And let's be real, a lot of gluten-free products are highly processed and contain added sugars and preservatives. So, is going gluten-free really worth it? The answer, as with anything, is it depends. Recent research has shed some light on the benefits and limitations of gluten-free living. For one, a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that a gluten-free diet can lead to significant improvements in symptoms for people with non-celiac gluten sensitivity. Another study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that a gluten-free diet can help reduce inflammation in people with irritable bowel syndrome. But here's the thing. Going gluten-free isn't necessarily a magic bullet for health. In fact, some studies have suggested that a gluten-free diet may not be beneficial for everyone and may even lead to nutritional deficiencies if not planned carefully. So what's the takeaway? Well, for starters, it's essential to understand that going gluten-free requires more than just cutting out bread. It requires a commitment to whole, nutrient-dense foods. In summary, is gluten-free living the secret to a healthier you? The answer is, it can be, but only if you approach it thoughtfully and with a focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods. Whether you're doing it for health reasons or simply because you want to feel better, it's essential to separate the facts from the fiction and make informed choices. If you've tried a gluten-free diet or have any tips to share, let us know in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about the benefits and drawbacks of gluten-free living, be sure to check out our next video where we'll dive deeper into the world of gluten-free nutrition.